Wait a minute, Adam, you're still working on this? Yes, we're still working on this. No, I haven't quit. It's been about, what, 2 years since we've glued the leather on to the shield. And I am not that familiar with cure time of contact cement, but I think 2 years ought to do it. So we're gonna get busy, finish this shield up. Now, where have I been? I've been dealing with chronic fatigue problems. And if you know anything about them, you can't power through chronic fatigue. It's not that you're tired. It's also that your life is just sucked right out of you. You just can't do anything. And the problem is you start ignoring other things in life, and you're just not completing tasks that you really should be doing, and you're just behind on everything. It just makes it really difficult. So hopefully it goes like it came. It came out of nowhere. Hopefully it leaves out of nowhere, and then I can be done with it. But I'll probably just make these videos maybe a little quicker, a little shorter, but I'll address all of that and what's been going on in a Patreon video. If you guys want to check that out, you can head over there and I'll make it more detailed. But I don't want to get in all that medical stuff and everything like that here. We'll just get to work on the shield. So what are we going to do? Well, since we last worked on this, I bought a 3D printer, Prusa, and I've been learning Fusion 360. It's a cool program, it's free, and it's a pro level program. If you want to download it, you can get it for free. You just say you're a hobbyist, and you can learn all you want and export 3D files. There's a lot of other programs you can use, but that's the one I picked. So what you're looking at here is a section of the shield that goes all the way around, and I made this in Fusion 360 and then printed it on the Prusa, and it came out great. Why don't I just print the whole thing? Well, when I started this, I wanted it to be wood, and I didn't want to jump to plastic. You can see flat here, but then you have this angle, an angle here, an angle here, angle on this side as well, and then you got to cut this out and then fit it around, hope it fits perfect. If I had the money, you could have a custom profile router bit, just cut all that out. You can order them, people will make them for you, but they're not that cheap to have those made. So this goes on the shield edge like that. And that's it. What we're gonna do next, cut out several sections of this wood. And I think this is 35, what is it? 16.5 degrees right here. So several cuts, and I'll place them all the way around. We'll glue them together, cut it out. And then once we're done cutting it out and gluing it together, that's when we'll realize it didn't work. Hopefully this works. All right, so 16.5 degree angle there, 116 millimeters to there. And then this angle is going to be another 16.5 degrees. And I'm going to cut out several of these and we'll glue them all together. I'm going to put a stop right here. That way I don't have to measure each one. I don't know if you can hear that. That's my youngest son. He was born about a month ago. His name's Logan. It's crying in the distance. That's perfect. Something like that. Then I twist it and it should tighten everything up. Nice and even. I can't think of an easy way to do this piece. I guess the best way to do it would be to pay a company just to mill it out of aluminum. That would be awesome, huh? I'm going to glue it in 2 halves so that I can just cut out, you know, moon shape here, and then glue them together once they're on the shield. I am not opposed to paying a lot of money to have a fabricating company just ship it already cut. That wouldn't be so bad. It'd be fun to see what they could do, you know? And it's totally legit. I mean, a metal frame on your shield. All right, so this goes around here. And I need an edge of a table so I can twist it. Okay, I want it in the middle. I'll raise the string up. Sure, these are all actually, they seem really good. Except for this one right here. There we go. Add some more pressure. They're pretty close. Except for that one. That one's raising. Tighten it more. So as I'm twisting it, it's getting tighter and tighter. I think I'm at the, if I don't just bust the knot. So I need to put a weight on it because I don't want it twisting, which it's not. I have a really heavy weight off camera. Maybe I can use my foot to grab it. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, and then this beast right there. I don't even know what that is. All right, there we go. We got the rope around it, and we'll let it clamp and dry for a while and then come back to it. All right, should be dry. Let's take a look. It's glued on. Next step would be to sand down the outside and inside edges so that this is a perfect circle on inside and outside. Probably should have done a weak glue joint here so that I could break it later. I think I'll do that. So we'll have to glue this up again. And once it's sanded, I can cut it. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll just let this glue dry. It doesn't have to dry long, 30 minutes or so. Let's put a dot there. It's probably even too much. Okay, weak glue joint. There we go. All right, we'll let that glue for 30 minutes and come back. So this took a lot of work, but it came out way better than I thought it would. I had my doubts that it would even work. Such a complicated piece with all the different angles, but I gotta say, came out pretty good. And next up is this little metal circle. We're gonna cut it out of wood, but that goes around this shield boss there. We're gonna cut it out of just a little piece of pine. Looks like this is about 1/4 inch thick. All right, so this ring's done. I have some notches in it. Goes on the boss like that. This big frame is done. I was worried about that. And we're ready to paint the shield. I have it printed out. And when you press into this leather, just with a pencil, just draw on it, it puts an impression in the leather that changes the color just enough that I don't actually have to draw on the leather to trace it. I don't have to mask it with tape. I just trace around the image and it'll put enough of a difference in the leather that I can paint. Okay, so let's do it right here. I'm going to show you what it looks like now. See that? And this is pretty scabby. You don't have to do great paint or trace top. See that? Very easy. And I lick my finger, rub it, and that disappears. So as it turns out, these pencil marks, they fade after, I don't know, 15 minutes. They start getting a little blurry. Okay, better idea. Cut it out with an X-Acto because it just ends up putting a nice, really clean scratch. It doesn't actually cut into the leather if you're just pushing hard enough to cut the paper. All right, that took about 40 minutes to cut everything out, so let's take off the paper and see what it looks like. For the paint, I got this, it's called Rea Leather, R-E-A Leather, and it's acrylic paint. I don't know what the difference is between this and just regular acrylic paint. This is SDA 534, this is SDA 536. This color's almost close enough that you could just put this straight on. It's that one right there, but it's a bit too contrasty, so I'll mix some of the darker brown with it, and you can also dilute it, and that makes it look, you know, even thinner and just more rustic. So I might add a bit of water and a darker brown to that, but I'm excited to get painting. All right, here we are. It's all dry, ready to go. We can put the ring on. And I think it's a little ambitious to assume that this is going to fit around here just fine, because it's got to be snug on the top and the bottom. And this was just kind of cut, hoping that the measurements were right. So I'm assuming I'll have to add some more material, or maybe even take some away, or maybe put a shim around the inside. Not sure. So let's split this and we can paint it, see how it fits. Yeah. So we got a crack there. Good. Slight crack here. There we go. All right. Okay, so this goes like that. And this one, hopefully it can give a little and not split. Come on, don't break. Good, that's nice and snug. It's got to expand a little. All right. So I have to add a tiny bit of material there for this to work. You see that little piece? That's not a hard piece to cut. Just add in a bit there and then glue that up. That would be very easy. Okay, so if I paint this, and I can easily add in a bit of wood and just shave it down to the right size there. And it fits. I mean, it's right up against the leather. It fits perfect, really. Right up against both sides. So I'm pleased with that. I can totally work with that. So if you're wondering why this didn't fit, if all the measurements were absolutely perfect, then it would have fit. I mean, I designed this on the computer, but the leather could be a little thick. My cuts around this upper lip, maybe not as deep as they needed to be, so you'd add in all those variables, but with the gap that small, I'm really happy. And luckily, it came out as good as it did. I mean, I'm just making this up as I go. So, weather's warm enough, we can just go outside. Let's spray paint these parts. Okay, first coat of spray paint is dry. We're gonna wrap this video up. And actually you can hear in the background, it's my son playing the piano. He's doing a really good job. I'm proud of him. This is the first coat. We've got to sand it, do another coat, and probably a third coat. And then this will be good for assembly, which we'll do in the final project video. Next video will be a tool review. So we have a pretty cool tool that was donated to this channel. And I'm way excited. I think it'll speed up a lot of the tasks that we do on this. And we have a letter from Moses in Indianapolis. So fan letter to Adam, it says, are you okay? Have not put out a video for 1 year. Is it the last phase of the Traveler's Shield stumping you? Actually, yes. Doing this, the rim of the Traveler's Shield did stump me quite a bit. I was not sure how to do it, so it slowed me down, but that wasn't, you know, that wasn't the full reason why I haven't put out a video in a while. Love your Master Sword, Scabbard, Hylian Shield from Twilight Princess. I am trying to use Inkscape to make out prints. I also made the Lobster Shield from Phantom Hourglass. Sincerely, Moses Black. P.S. I will show you some pictures. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Moses, for the letter. And yes, I have some more Zelda projects lined up. And I've already started work on a few of them, so they are in production. I haven't done nothing in the last 2 years. So next video, we'll do a tool review, and it's a wicked cool tool that will definitely help. And I've had my eye on one forever, but the price, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's expensive. But it will really help speed things up, and so that'll be cool. And then after that, we will assemble this whole thing. We got all the parts, we've done all the hard work. We're done, and I can't wait to put this together and move to the next project. So this will be cool. Anyway, if you have any comments or suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments section, and I will try to answer you. Check us out on Patreon. I'm going to spend some more time on there. I've kind of neglected that too. Sorry, guys. But I'll do a lot more little videos on there. So if you want to see some extra stuff, check that out. And also, I'm moving all the printouts and templates. You can download them there. And what else? I think that's about it. So I will see you guys very soon, and take care. See you next time. All right, Abraham, play us out.